Hello everyone and welcome back to devlog number 4 of my 2D multiplayer shooter. And in this episode we're taking a big step forward by adding weapons and the ability to fire. And if you watched the last video, if no, then go and watch it. I was working on my character and I didn't like what I got then. So in this video you will see my new character that I definitely like it. But I did it in background, so I won't show you how I did it in this video. Only one thing that I can say is that I used a tool from Asset Store that helped me to build this character. So let's go. Alright, before we got into the hard part, let me show what I've cooked up so far. And trust me, it's worth to watch the video till end. I needed some sprites for my test weapons, so I decided to turn to the asset store to see if I can find something that fits my vision, but unfortunately did not find in the game style. So I remembered that I can also search on itch.io, and guess what? I found this awesome weapon sprite there, and I grabbed them for my project. And I cut from them only the part what I needed. And also I needed not only ranged weapons, but also melee weapons, so I got one machete. So there we go. And now we are going to code like a pro. So let's rename this class because we are using another weapon. At this point I was brainstorming how to animate a weapon while also allowing players to aim with the mouse. Here is the idea I came up with. Each weapon will have a designated hand target where it spawns, along with IK targets for both the left and right hands. To make this work, I'm using Unity's limb solver component. When a weapon spawns, the limb solver components will be enabled and automatically attached to the weapon. This setup gives me full control over animations and aiming. This is the script for aiming. I named it as look at. I created it just for test purposes. And now, let's see what we got so far.
A few minutes later. A little longer than a few minutes later.
Okay, now I'm happy with it. But here needed just little bit improvement. Okay, the next challenge was setting up an equipment manager. We need the player to be able to pick up weapons and store them in their inventory. Here's the plan. The first 2 slots will be for ranged weapons, 1 slot for melee, and the last one for grenades. I had to figure out how to set this up properly, making sure each item goes into the right slot. And there we go. Now we can switch the weapon. And now time came to fire. So I wrote this code to draw a ray in the fire direction. Shit.
A few minutes later.
Nice, but just a small thing left to do. Bullets. So here I wrote the code for a primitive bullet like spawn position, direction, warp speed and damage. Also here will be performed bullet movement. Next we needed a bullet prefab, so I started by creating an empty object, added the script, a rigid body and a collider to handle the physics. For the visuals, I went with the simplest option, a basic circle sprite. And to make it look beautiful, I added a trail, of course. Here I wrote a bullet pool, because we don't want to spawn a new bullet every time we fire. That's just inefficient. Instead we'll grab bullets from the pool, and once they hit something, they'll go right back into the pool, ready to be reused. And also I rethought the primitive bullet. Now we will have an abstract bullet class, and every other bullet will inherit it. And this is the result. But we can do it better like this. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to press a like and subscribe to my channel because I will publish videos like this more and more. So bye bye.